Good afternoon, friends. I'm Nancy Thompson with Create with Nancy, and it's time for some creative ink. It's time to get creative and inspired. So you're going to go into your crafting area and create. Let's create and share those creations with others. It's all about making everyone feel great and sending them a card with a hug. So come on in, say hello. If you're new to my channel, I welcome you. I hope when you leave today that you are inspired, and drop me a message if you are, because I love hearing if you are, because it's all about sharing, and that's what helps feeds my mojo, knowing that I've done my job with helping you create. So come on in, say hello. Today is Friday, January 5th. It's already 5 days into the new year. And I'm only 3 minutes late today. So I go live every Wednesday and Friday here on YouTube at 3 p.m.-ish, okay? I really try to hit that 3 p.m. mark. But anyway, so if you're new to my channel, go and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. Get it done and over with. And once you've done it, you never have to do it again. By ringing the bell, you get a notification if you're online with YouTube that I am live. So I see we have some joining us today. So hi, Carol and Colleen and Donna. Welcome, welcome. And yes, happy Friday. I don't know, it's been busy. I'm just trying to keep my head above water here, but so I have a fun fold to share with you today. And guess what? The catalogs are live, so you can see the inside of these fabulous catalogs. And they are fabulous. If you don't have yours, if you don't have a demonstrator, make sure to reach out to me, because I would love to help you as a demonstrator. Do you like my bee earrings? Mary Pat made them. I don't know if I can see them. There we go. Made them. So I thought, we're doing bees today, so why not wear the bees? I should have had them on the other day. And I didn't open up my catalog. Here we go. Here's the bee suite. So the bees actually have a whole suite of products. We've got stamps and we've got a punch. There's a punch bundle with our stamp set. So let's move to my desktop here. And you know what? I've got it. Whoops. I need to do one thing here. Hey, and I didn't change it beforehand, I don't think. I didn't change the host code. I'll just have to write it down. It's on my blog, on my website. So you can find the current host code. I know I've done it there. I just didn't do it on my screens in here. I kind of totally forgot about it. Okay, there we go. So this is the January to April mini catalog, and it's full of all kinds of goodness. So we're going to look on page 8, 9, and 10. That is the bee suite of products. Stampin' Up! Has given lots of great ideas to help spur your creativity, to get you started using the stamps and the punches. But we have this, I didn't grab my bee paper. Hang on. Let me see if I can grab that really quick. We have our bee designer paper here. Why did I write celebration? But look at this fabulous paper. I showed it on Wednesday, but it's just full of happy goodness. And we, being winter up here in upstate New York, or central New York, I guess we should say, we don't get a lot of sunshine, so we need this happy, bright colors to help get us through. I love the honey pots. That's one of my favorites. And then on the back side are some great universal type patterns. We've got the yellow, the Daffodil Delight plaid, the petal pink honeycomb here. Then we've got some flowers with a sweet sorbet background. We've got some stripes that are petal pink and sweet sorbet. And then we've got some sweet sorbet hearts with a petal pink background. Was that 6? I feel like there's something missing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, there are 6. And then, of course, the coordinating colors. I love how they pulled in the lemon lime twist cardstock. It's just bright and refreshing, I think. And of course, we got basic black, daffodil delight, sweet sorbet, the lemon lime twist, petal pink, and pool party. So a great colors of to go with this suite. So, all right, so let's look what else they have in this suite. They have some great sweet sorbet ribbon with a whitish edge. And then they have these square pillow boxes. You know what? I actually have a sample of one of them. Hang on, maybe it's not that high. That I did. These are kind of old. So let me grab this. This I did with a while ago with the daisy masking that we had, and it's just another way to kind of like close up this cute little pillow box. It's great to put treats in. It'll also, like, this part here will go down flat, so you can completely have kind of like a fun shape as a box as well. So these are kind of fun to play with. You can stamp right on them. You can do the masking with them. You can emboss on them. And the inside is food safe too, so that's kind of neat. Okay, what else do we have? And they have some fun embellishments as well. Okay, let's get a little closer with the stamp set. So here's the coordinating bee builder punch and the stamp set. So this is like the bee body here, that these two, so it's definitely a two-stepping set. Same with the wings. This could just be a separate heart. You can punch out the heart there, and then there's even a smaller heart too. But it's fun to make kind of like the bee trails, and it's got some great words in here as well. Okay, so let's, you know what, I didn't grab a piece of scrap paper, and I didn't quite get totally ready for this card. I need a couple more punches. Hang on. And of course, they are kind of hidden behind my desk here. So we need this punch, and we need a 2-inch punch. I forgot about that. I got all the designer paper ready and totally missed the boat on the rest of this card. Okay, so I think we're ready now. So we're also going to use a 2-inch punch and the decorative circle punch. So this is being real and live here. Okay, and then also we'll talk about this other catalog in just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to make this card from front to beginning. So if you have a piece of paper, you might love to kind of write down some measurements, or even if you have a sheet of cardstock and a paper trimmer, okay? So that way you can cut as we go, all right? So we're gonna start with a piece, 8.5 by 11 pool party, and our trimmer, okay? So this is the way I use my trimmer. It's I like to use this bottom ruler, just the way I work. Many people like to use this top part. I don't know, it's just the way I've gotten accustomed to using it, by going this way. Okay, we simply need a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of cardstock, okay? This is going to be our card base right here, and we are going to score this. I need to look at my measurements. We're simply just 2 scoring marks, so let's move our cutting blade out of the way, and we're first going to score at 1.5 inches. Okay, so let's get that there. Sure, and you always want to make sure your cardstock is resting against the guide here, and you can see your mark. So 1.5, and then 4 1/4. Okay, so let's just go down there to 4 1/4. That's it, and this is going to create our fun fold. So we've got, we're going to take this smaller flap, and well, first we're going to fold it in half. Okay, but we'll set that aside. We got to cut one more piece. So we're now going to just simply cut a 3-inch piece off from this. Okay, we need a 3-inch strip of cardstock, and then we have all this left over for another card. Okay. Okay. Oh, thanks, Carol. We need the sunshine. Carol is down in Florida. So excuse me. and we have really cold weather, like in the 20s here today. It was cold last night. Okay, so, and I didn't grab a piece of grid paper. Hang on, here we go. Got one that's clean. So, I think it's clean. It's got a little bit of residue on it. A little bit of adhesive. Let me just get rid of this. Okay, so we're first going to fold our cardstock in half, okay? Let's grab our foam folder here, and by making sure you're kind of precise with this stuff is what's going to help with your card coming together really, really well, okay? Now we're going to just take and fold this back on that score line, on that 1.5 inch score line, okay? And just burnish that well. And then this piece is going to lay on this piece of flap right here, okay? So that's the only, you know, we're going to add adhesive, but I kind of want to just make sure if this edge is lined up with that it's going to lay on my card base correctly. And it does, because when I did it the first time, it didn't like lay well, you know. So I just want to make sure. So take your time in cutting and measuring, because when I fold this, I want to make sure these two meet well and then these two edges meet well. So it seems like it is, so we can flub it a little bit if it doesn't, okay? Okay, so we are all set. So this piece is going to go on this flap, and then this is going to create our fun fold like this, okay? And it's so easy to decorate. So our first thing is we have some designer paper. We're going to use this beautiful Be Mine designer paper here. I have 2 pieces of the bee trails here. You see that right there. And these measure 2.5 by 5 1/4. So we need 2 of those. And then this piece here, so I've chosen these 2 designs. I've kind of looked through my paper and figured out which 2 are going to go with which 2, okay? So I've created 3 cards to share with you today, all right? And if you need to go to my website, you can go to createwithnancy.com and click on the Shop Now button to order any of these supplies. But disregard the host code, look on the website, and it's on there, okay? Okay, so this one here is 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. So 1 1/4 by 5 1/4, 2 3/4 by 5 1/4, and then 2.5 by 5 1/4, okay? So easy peasy measurements. And then we have a piece of basic white that's 4 inches by 5 1/4, and that's going to be our inside greeting. And then I have a little tiny strip that's 3/4 of an inch wide by 4 inches, okay, that we're going to accessorize with. Okay, so let's adhere these up where they need to go. So this is the 2 3/4, okay, because that's going to fit right on there because that's a 3-inch piece. So normally I do like 1/8 of an inch border. We're doing 1/4 inches today. Okay, so let's add some adhesive to this. I'm just like all thumbs here, okay? You don't need a ton. And there we go. There, just center it nicely. And then, did I do that right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just looking. We're gonna add that one later. We can put these 2 on now, okay? So let's go with, let's add this right here. This is going to go on this inside panel right here. Okay, and then this one is going to go on the front panel as well. Okay, anybody like the Be Mine suite at all? Did that pique your interest? Okay, so we've got this so far. So let's go ahead and attach this right here. So we're going to just put adhesive on this panel right here. Okay, so let's glue this up. That's why you want to kind of look at your fold to make sure everything's lined up good, because once you glue this down, you don't really want to move it again. Okay, don't be too heavy-handed. Okay, make sure your pattern's going in the correct way. And I'm just going to line my two edges up here. There we go. And look at that. Hopefully, yep, that came together pretty darn good. I'm happy with it. I might just kind of go like this just a little bit more and then make sure that's really done. But that looks good. My first two cards, I had like 1/8 of an inch here showing like on the bottom part. So I wasn't too precise or something was happening. Okay, look how easy that is. All right, so now we can take this final one and that's gonna go right here, okay? So let's add this next. So this could be done with a lot of different designer papers, I think, and have fun with it. So let's do this. Okay. All right, I'm going to attempt, we're going to set this aside. So let's go to the inside of our card. And we're going to pull in some stamps, okay? I love that bee trail here, the trail here. So let's just stamp this up. I think about like here, okay? And then hopefully that's not too high. No, that should be good. All right, I'm gonna just pull out one of these printed ones right here. I think we're gonna just kind of do this. Let me look here. I wonder if there's one that's cut off. Nah, he's good. Maybe we kind of do, okay, we'll go with him. All right, him or her. Maybe it's a her, I don't know. Let's do that. I need to do more fussy cutting. Okay, so let's put this on. I just put this on flat. Fussy cutting this paper is a great way to just accessorize. If you don't want to invest in the stamp, you could just do some fun dotted lines here as well with like a marker, you know, so it's really easy for you. Okay. All right. And then we're going to take this 3/4 inch strip here and we'll just add this on to our cardstock right down here. I'm going to just leave a hint of white showing. So he's coming up out of the cardstock, flying around, buzzing around. Okay, and I think I need to trim just a hair off the edge here. There we go. Now we can add it to our base, and we are almost done. There we go. Okay, now we can do the front, okay? So we're going to take the decorative circle punch and just punch out a circle here. That's going to be a layer. And then we're going to, I gotta look at my card. What did I do? We're going to pull in some words. Yeah, I didn't, let me grab. We're going to pull out the words. You make my heart buzz. And I need a block here. And if you didn't want to make that, any type of words would really work well with this. It could be birthday, thinking of you, whatever you feel like. Okay, we're going to just stamp that here. And then we're going to take our 2-inch circle punch and punch this out. Okay. And then we're going to take our bee lines again here. And we're going to just kind of stamp them around our circle. Let's see. How do I want this to go? I gotta think here. Trying to get it so, there we go. Okay, so we've got that. Now let me cover up some ink here. I just feel like I'm gonna get all inky. That way we're gonna pull in some more fussy cut bees, okay? So this one's gonna come this way, and then we need one the other way, like this. We'll add these little tiny bees right here on there. And let me zoom in a little bit more for you guys, okay? So that way you can see that a little bit better. So let's, we're gonna dimensionalize these guys. Let me grab some dimensionals here. Put everything away off my desk. I actually cleaned up today. All right, do I have some little ones? I do. So let's put a little one here and a mini one here. Okay. Okay, you guys are quiet today. Here we go. So I've been stamping quite a bit, but I gotta just plan out what I'm doing when. So I've been stamping with the lavender sweet some, the blueberry bushels too. Okay, we need to get him so he's not gonna cover up our words. There we go. Okay, so let's put this on first, and then we can center this a little bit better. So we're gonna just put this in the middle of our card here. Just go flat. Okay. Come on, glue. Just do that, and then we're gonna add some dimensionals to this as well. I love decorating the inside with that paper. I just think it's so fun. This paper is just so bright. I know it's a lot of fussy cutting, but I love the images. I wish we just had whole paper so I could cut it out with my die cut machine. Okay, so sometimes doing this last just gets it straighter on your card a little bit better. Okay, he's looking good. All right, so we're going to, got a bow tied here. So let's grab some mini glue dots. So I've used some white twine here from the Essentials. Let's just add a bow here. It's a double bow, so I used 16 inches to tie it. Is that good? Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Let's just give it a trim. There we go. It's kind of like in that bee face. Okay, we need some bling, which I didn't grab. So let's add a little bling to this. And where's my pick tool? Let's add some bling. Let's see, where should we put? Well, let's put one there, one over here, and we'll just go up there. All right, what do you guys think? Look at this fun card right here. Cute, cute, cute. You make my heart buzz. All right, but it could be anything really that you want to put on that circle. Okay, let's look at the other. Let's see, what else do I want to share with you? Putting that, we got to do the envelope. So let's do our envelope. Oh, yes, we need to do the envelope. What did I do with it? I know it's here somewhere. Oh, yeah. So I did pull in the stamps a little bit. I found it difficult to stamp the bee, all right? So let's grab a piece of scrap here. And where's my yellow? I know I've got yellow here. some Daffodil Delight, and let's stamp this bee. So the one thing I found is my ink pad was dry and I wasn't getting good coverage, okay? So make sure you've got an, keep re-inking slowly. Whenever you're inking your ink pads, you want to slowly ink them up, okay? And the way to do that is you could just put a few drops on at a time. It depends on how dry it is, okay? And you could either use the ink pad, the ink bottle tip, or grab a spoon and just use the rounded part. Don't be like digging in with the edges, okay? And just kind of massage your ink into the ink pad so it kind of moves it around in great coverage. And also the spoon is great if you find that if you've over inked it, you're gonna just kind of like massage the ink away from the center of your ink pad. So there's not so much ink concentrated in the center, so you can stamp it up and get some really good coverage, okay? Okay, I'm glad you love it. And welcome, Gail from Washington. I so appreciate you being here. Thank you. Okay, so let's stamp our body of our bee. And I'm going to do it down here a little bit low. Okay, nice color of yellow. I wasn't getting that because my ink pad was too dry. And I think it was frustrating me. Now, the same with your memento. I found when I was using the memento, it was taking a while for the body part to dry, okay? So after you stamped, you want to look at it. If you see like any ink pooled, you might want to give it a minute to dry, okay? So there is, can you see, let me look here. Here's a scrap here that I was playing around with. I didn't like move my stripes in far enough because I need to grab a pointer, because this little pointy thing on his tail should be against the yellow part of the body, okay? Like it is over here, okay? It rests against the body. So I did bad with that one. So use some scrap paper and practice stamping the bee for the first time if that's what you're using, okay? Let's see. What else? What other tips do I want to give you? So let's stamp this bee body now. We'll see if I can get a good image. All right, so just ink it up good. And it's kind of hard to see. So you got to be looking at that little tail to make sure he's against that body. And then you've got to look at the top of the stripes and make sure that's kind of like centered as well, okay? So there's a lot to look at, so just take your time with it and hopefully this will do it, okay? Not bad, okay? But I just find it's kind of like splotchy looking to me. I don't know. I haven't tried it with StazOn because it's photopolymer, and I don't like using StazOn ink because it's a solvent ink, to have to worry about cleaning my stamps and ruining them, okay? So keep that in mind if you go that route. If you're going to use StazOn ink, you want to make sure you clean it right away, okay? Because it could deteriorate your stamps over time. Okay, so we've got the bee, and then it's meant to turn it over and you can punch it out, okay? So you can line it up with your punch and then just punch it out. And that actually didn't come out too darn bad. So, and then there's fun little faces that you can use to put on the bee. There's at least, I think, 4 of them. And then we've got antennas and of course the wings as well. And then you've got that fun bee trail to use. So let's, and you could do bees. They don't necessarily have to have a bee body. You could go cute and maybe do the sweet sorbet or different colors, okay? But we're gonna dress this up a little bit more with some designer paper. I think I need to get out a new glue. That's how much stamping I've been doing, everyone. I've been using my liquid glue here. It's getting towards the end of the bottle, so that's quite a bit of stamping, creating, I should say, that I've been doing. And I can't wait to share. I've got a demonstrator event coming up in a couple of weeks, so I'm trying to get everything organized and done. So, okay, let's trim this, and then we will have an envelope ready to go to somebody in the mail. Here we go. So I hope you try this fun fold because it's not that hard. Okay, so here's card number 1. Let me move this. Wait till you see. Mary Pat picked out this design today because I asked her, okay, I've got these 3 designs. Which one should I create with today? She was here today. It was chicken coop cleaning day today. So so her and Jack were working on that today. Okay, so here's our card we made today. And then, oh, I should point out, make sure you create yourself a template, okay? So take some scrap cardstock or even the paper board that your designer paper comes in, or even computer paper, just something. I like using something thick so it holds up, and then just kind of write your measurements down where they need to go, whatever it is for you to understand how to create a template with it. And maybe even keep one sample if you want, okay? Okay, wait till you see. Here's this one. I'm going to save the best one for last, okay? So here's this cute one right here. We've got the yellow plaid there, and then we're going to open it up. And here I added, I stamped the flowers on that one. And I fussy cut the words out of there, love you. And then we've got this one. So I added this other design in here. And then we've got some cute little honey pots in there. I should have added some honey pots in there. I might add that in afterwards. So we've got that one, but it looks so nice to have the different panels on here, or even if they end up opening it up, whatever. And of course, we have a fun envelope to go with it. And then of course, this one's really Valentine-y, I think, this one right here. But it could still be, you know, hello card too. Doesn't necessarily have to be for Valentine's Day. So we've got the honey pots, and then we've got some daisies here, and then more honey pots. So that bee is coming after that honey. So those are the cards I have to share with you. So let me know which one's your favorite. Do you like the My Heart Buzzes? I think I'm zoomed in a little too far. There we go. Or do you like the Love You or the Be Mine card? Leave me a comment leave me your choice in the comments. Let's see, what else do I want to share with you? Okay, celebration. Let's talk a little bit about celebration before you leave, because this is the best time of the year and I don't want you to miss out on this value, okay? Any $50 purchase gets $50 or $100 purchase gets to choose something out of this celebration catalog, and there are fabulous things in it. You can shop, you can join, and you can host, okay? Okay, they have a cute little watermelon stamp set here. Let me zoom back in a little bit. It gives you some great ideas. You have to really pay attention. So make sure you're paying attention to the words free, okay? Because they're always going to point that out, because then they pulled in what some of these coordinate with, which is helpful too, so you know how to use them. We have the Sunny Days designer paper. This is really sweet right there. Let's see, what else do we have? The Flight and Airy designer paper. We've shown that. There's some great pool party ribbon if you love ribbon. If you have young children, or maybe babies coming up, there's the Cradle in Love, or maybe you need to scrapbook, whatever. There's that. There's the Softly Stippled, which goes with one of the bundles in the mini catalog. This gets lost right here, so look at the word free, because there's 3 things on this spread right here. So you want to make sure you're not missing out. This one is some opaque faceted gems right there. And then this Most Adorned designer paper. This is kind of like, it's not total Valentine's, but it's reds, pinks, and whites on one side and then gold and white on the other. So great for wedding cards too, or just if you need some anniversary cards as well, those 50th anniversaries or a golden year birthday coming up. Let's see, what else do we have? We've got the Heartfelt Hello, which has been one of my favorites. We've used that quite a bit a few times because it goes with the Heartfelt Hello hexagon punch. And then if you need masculine stuff, this Tool Time paper, designer paper, is fabulous. It's easy to fussy cut. I haven't dove into that yet, but that's on my to-do list. And there's a bundle in the mini catalog that goes with this as well. And then we have, those are all $50 levels so far. This is another 50 and 50. We have Jungle Pals. So there's a stamp set, and then there's a coordinating, actually this is $100. Then there's a coordinating die set to die cut all those images out as well. And then finally, we have the Softly Sophisticated. It's a stamp set and embossing folder bundle. That's a $100 level. And then we have the Detailed Dogwood stamp set. That's $100 as well. And if you were to host a workshop, or if you're ready to do like a huge order, let's see, where's the host? You can, as a hostess, you can gather friends together or do an order all by yourself or whatever. It's a $300 order. You're going to get, as a host, you get an extra $30 in rewards. So that's fun as well. Or the best deal is to join. Take advantage of the starter kit and join for $125. And there's two options. One option is to choose the glass mat accessories, the glass mat and the accessories, or, which I haven't shown yet, next week, because I haven't played with it, so I need to do something with that. Or you can get an extra $30 in your kit, so that would be $150, $55 you can choose in product for only $99, and that includes free shipping. So it's an awesome deal. Doesn't mean you got to go out and sell anything. You can just grab the discount as a demonstrator. And I would love to have you on my team as well. Okay, let me share with you as a reminder, if you got my newsletter, I know I'm saving all this stuff at the end. This was in my newsletter, the Stippled Roses tutorial, as well as the note cards and box that I created, I think it was last week. So remember these beautiful note cards with the Flight and Airy designer paper. So you can see that, or you can go back and watch the video as well. But the tutorial was in the newsletter that I sent out last night, okay? As well as the box. They fit in this easy box to create. That's only a half sheet of cardstock. Is it a half sheet? I think it's a half sheet. I think so. I know, it's been a while. Let's see here. Let's look at that. Let's see, here's the box. Yeah, what did I start with? No, I guess it's more than a half sheet. A little bit more than a half sheet. So you can check that out, okay? Easy directions. What else do I have? And this fell on the floor. Hang on. Let's see. Part of it fell. And don't forget, with a $50 order, you're going to get for my thank you gift for January is this card kit. And it was these Flight and Airy cards. It's a set of 4 cards. So, okay, I think I talked long enough today, and I so appreciate you for joining me live today. And I know it's so hard to choose, and if you've already placed an order, I so thank you. Have a great weekend. Stay cool. It's a great week, or warm, I should say. Stay cool. I think we need to stay warm up here in New York State, because it's still gonna be cold. Snow is expected, and so it's a good weekend to stay in and get creative. And I hope I left you inspired to create this weekend. So come join me again next Wednesday here at 3 p.m. for some more Creative Ink. And if you need anything, don't forget, you can go to my online store and shop away.